Hello.
Agenda tonight, everybody. I hope you're ready.
Hey.
Shortest meeting ever?
Okay.
No, the ones we don't have are the shortest, but this could be the
The second
could
shortest.
be a short one.
Um, and we will have no meeting. Well, I'll wait till everyone gets on, but
Oh, right, the next one's canceled.
yeah. And interestingly, we probably would have canceled it anyway because there aren't any applications
Oh,
coming in. It's really slow right now. I'm not gonna knock on wood, but oddly slow.
How about the Pioneer Field? Is that gonna come soon?
That's coming back, and that will be back on our meeting for the second meeting in November.
Okay.
So hopefully that one, they will actually be ready to go. And we'll bring that one back up.
Did they make
maybe
it
we'll
through
have
the planning board?
Their planning board meeting is before then. So that's why we
hasn't occurred.
rescheduled them until the second meeting so that they could go to the planning board first. And hopefully if any changes get made, we will. Carol will not be here tonight, but I think everybody else is supposed to be, so we're just waiting for Dan and Charlie.
Oh, I did find the spot. It's in info in the for those of you who weren't here. If you look at the top of the screen there, it says Wet Meadows grading. I found it. That's actually the meeting minutes head, and that is sitting in the info for that document, Gretchen, which starts with the title is Wet Meadows Grading comment or hyphen Joe went Hartnett and something else. Just as
That must go way back.
I don't know if you can change it or not, but
Really far back.
you probably can. It's a read-only document right now, so you can probably unread it and change the title if you want to. But Julie might get all confused, so we may
Then
not.
I won't know. Then I won't know which document is the meeting minutes. So it works for me either way, Gretchen. If you change it, I'll figure it out.
I just noticed it. I wanted to know what was going on in the Wet Meadows, and that's what it is.
So are you working the polls on the 7th?
I am, and I'm doing part of the early voting too.
Oh, cool.
That is my entire retirement job right now.
Good one. You've got a few other things you're involved in, I think, actually.
Well, they used to, well,
Or do they
when I
pay
had
you for
Carlos, it was the therapy dog with Carlos, but yeah,
Oh.
I have enough other things. I'm not bored. Where are we here? All right, 2 minutes and we're starting. We're starting right on time. All right, it is 6:45. All right, let's bring this meeting to order. This is the Newburyport Conservation Commission meeting, October 17th, 2023. This meeting is taking place on a Zoom platform, and this meeting is being recorded. The first item on the agenda are the approval of the meeting minutes from October 3rd, 2023. Anybody have any comments or changes? I do not.
I wasn't there, so can I vote or,
Oh, I believe you can vote. I don't
Okay.
think it's an issue.
I did read them.
If nobody has any comments or anything, I'll take a motion.
Motion
Motion to
accept the
approve.
meeting.
Second,
Okay, we got here, David Vine,
Yes.
Bill Mullen,
Yes,
Steve Moore,
yes.
and I vote yes. All right, on to Plum Island updates. We have any Plum Island updates?
The only Plum Island update I have right now, because we updated you, David and I updated you at the last meeting about the last MRBA meeting that we had, which was very interesting with the presentation from the Army Corps. But since then, no news except that DCR just got back in touch with the city today to let us know that they want to remove yet another section of the boardwalk, which they had removed a few sections already under an emergency certification because it's crumbling down, like falling, hanging sort of over the edge of the dune. Now another section needs to get removed. So they will be doing that probably immediately. This is an FYI.
Okay. Anything else? No, okay. On to our only agenda item, UFP Technologies, 100 Hale Street, request for certificate of compliance.
Yes. So I believe as Daniel Powers may be here to speak. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna move Daniel over to be a to be a panelist, and then he'll be able to join our meeting or join our group and speak to all of this. But this is their cover letter that you can see up here, which describes the modifications that were made from the approved plans, which for the most part are all reduction in footprint, reduction in the size of the addition, reduction in the parking lot, movement of the subsurface recharge further away from the wetland and things like that. So they ended up having a significantly less impact on the site than was initially planned. But Daniel, why don't, if you're able to walk us through this, was that something you'd like to do?
Yeah, I can just share my screen very quickly. I'll
Sure.
pull up the as-built plan here.
Sure.
Thank you. Where am I? Sorry, too many windows. So if you look at the as-built, as I mentioned in that,
We're actually
Huh?
looking at an email, I think.
Yeah, we're looking at your email.
sorry, it shared the physical screen, not the PDF. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, so is the as-built pulled up now?
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so as we mentioned in the request letter, you know, pretty much everything was built to plan, but as we were going through the site plan review phase of it with planning board, there were a few site changes made. Well, sorry, I should have started with one of the major changes was in the front of the building. That addition and parking lot was not constructed, so that phase of the project never happened. So any work that would have been, you know, in that portion of the jurisdiction just never occurred. And then the parking lot on the northwestern side of the parcel significantly shrunk. I don't have the square footage on hand, but I do know it went from 106 spaces and a loading dock down to 53 spaces and no loading dock, which pulled that parking lot out of both the 100-foot buffer zone in this location and then the 200-foot buffer zone down in here, or 200-foot riverfront area, sorry. And then the detention basin shifted outside of that as well. So the only thing that remained within the buffer zone and riverfront area was the outlet from the detention basin. One of the other changes, this retention system up here originally was approved to kind of look, you know, a little more narrow and come towards the wetland. We had redesigned that so that it kind of, you know, came a little closer to the building and moved further away from the wetland. The third part, we had proposed a portion of the addition right here, which was never constructed. And then the fourth was we had added a wood guardrail along the modular block wall here. So those are the kind of really only changes that occurred from the you know, the approval to now. And it was all approved through site plan review. So if you have any other questions, comments, please feel free to ask.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I appreciate that, and I certainly appreciate the parking area at the Little River Trail area that you guys did. I think we need to get the city to go and do some maintenance on that, but that spot is personally, that's my poster child for you know, any kind of variance proposal. So I bring that up to the people all the time. But I have nothing else.
Joe?
I'm
Nothing.
kind
Oh,
of
sorry.
curious, with the reduction in parking, what was the logic behind that? It seemed like it was pretty dramatic, decrease.
I don't recall. We did all this a long time ago. But I just, unfortunately, I off the top of my head, I can't recall.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you went in the direction that's easier for us to evaluate, but I was just curious.
Daniel, there was a mitigation area also, like a buffer zone planting area that came out pretty nicely. Do you want to just run through those photos if you have them?
Yeah, that was in here. I don't know.
If it's not,
Did
I
the
think I have
DeRosa
it.
report just
Yeah,
come
there
up?
we go. Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
Yep. So the top one was prior to it filling in. It was after they were planted. And then the lower photo right here, as you can see, this is along the retaining wall. You know, this was from November of 2022 when I don't recall who it was from DeRosa Environmental, but someone from their company went out and you know, took photos, inspected it, and put together this report. So as you can see, it's, you know, it had filled in. I believe in their report that they stated, was it that the plantings are, you know, healthy, established. The area has 100% vegetation cover. Back in 2017, so kind of going through the photos more. This is one of the 5 maple trees that they had planted. Just a couple more.
Yeah, it came out really well. Very healthy, no
And this
invasive.
is, yeah, this is further down that wall, so kind of at the end of it, where it wraps around.
Especially in the middle of or at the end of a really big drought.
Mhm. He did, yeah. Mike did note that in his report that even through the dry season last year, it responded well. I think that was it for the photos that they provided.
Look good to me.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I think this was the first variance that you all issued, actually.
Well,
Yeah.
it might not have been the first one, but this was the definitely, like I said, it's for lack of a better term right now, the poster child. It all worked well for me.
Yep, yeah, agreed. It was one of the early ones.
All right, we have anything else? Anybody want to make a motion?
Motion to issue the certificate of compliance or completion.
Second,
All right, roll call, David Vine,
Yes,
Steve Moore,
Yes,
Bill Mullen,
yes.
and I vote yes. All right, Daniel, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Talk to you all soon.
All right, guys, we have anything else?
I just wanted to bring up about the plantings along the rail trail, National Grid.
Yeah,
And I don't even quite understand. I mean, it looks like they're gonna make it through another season without doing it. Is anybody
Um,
on top of that?
David, remind me, because I feel like at one point I was out there and they had put down some
Hay.
hay, and it looked like they had put in some more plantings and like sort of done what they said they were gonna do. I haven't been out there, or last time I was out there, I didn't specifically look at it. What does
I-
it look like now?
It pretty much looks like the last time you saw it. I don't really,
So nothing's established.
yeah, I don't know. I can't recall the planting plan that well, but whatever it if that's what the planting plan is, I'll stop bringing this up, but it
it doesn't look like anything's been planted.
yeah,
I
it's
will go out there tomorrow and take some photos, and I will compare them with the planting plan and send them around to you all and to National Grid.
yeah, it's pretty sparse there. I've walked by there a couple times in the past few weeks, and it's like nothing was even put there, actually.
So whatever they did, yet again, if they did it, which I thought that they did, actually go out there and do some work, it didn't obviously take. So for
Yeah.
whatever reason, they have not been successful out there. And are gonna need to.
No,
Yeah, and I mean the season's kind of drifting away here, so if someone had intended to do it, they should probably do it soon.
I'm gonna get photos tomorrow, and I will send them around to you guys and National Grid.
okay.
Thank you for that reminder, David. Have you all noticed the goats moving forward?
Saw the
Yeah.
glass. Yeah,
Travel, the lift is going in.
Yep.
So that's good. And any questions about the Central Waterfront project, bulkhead, or the park? That's been moving forward. It looks like it's going pretty well. I've been out there a few times.
Yeah, did they get that drainage culvert repaired?
Yeah, they're working on that apparently. I don't know where they are with it right now, but I can check. If you guys have ever have any questions when you're out there, down there, just let me know, because right with Andy and Jordy in the office, we can get a site visit or whatever if you're interested.
Bulkhead project seems to be going well.
Mhm.
They don't, I mean, they've closed down the walkway occasionally, but all in all, it seems like they're moving right along.
Yeah, it's pretty well coordinated. The contractors out there are good.
Yeah,
They seem like they're pretty on top of the.
yeah, I've worked with them before and they are good.
Is the crane for the bulkhead project?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there might be another one on the other, but they do have a floating crane with the,
Oh, a floating crane?
well, the plane, the crane is on the barge, so.
Okay,
That's for the bulkhead, yeah.
okay.
Well, what is the crane at Cashman Park?
There's a crane at Cashman? I was maybe
It's,
taking it for
yeah, yeah. It's just been parked there as far as I know for a while.
It could actually be staging for the putting on the, that's where they would be putting in the barge to get over to the bulkhead project. Or I don't know if they use that to take out the floats. at
Yeah, they were
Cashman.
moving them up to Cashman this year, so they're probably taking them out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would make sense.
It's a pretty big crane. Wow. Okay.
All right,
That's all I've
anybody got
got.
anything else?
Nope, no meeting on the 7th, and then we will have, I think it's the 7th, or what's the date in November?
7th, yeah.
The 7th. And then we will have on the 14th and the 21st, Pioneer, and hopefully one or two other applications that might come in. We'll have to wait. and see.
Okay,
Sounds good.
all right,
Thanks, everyone.
I'll
Thanks,
take a
all.
motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Ah,
Yeah.
Bill, do you second that?
I second it.
All right, roll call. Steve Moore,
Yes.
David Vine,
Yes.
Bill Mullen,
Yes.
and I vote yes. All right, guys, see you in a month.
Okay.
All right.
Have a good
All right.
month.
Here's
Bye.
my